Okay, guys, we are going talking about chapter number 5. In this chapter of Agatha's story, we can find a different difficult and happy stage that she had to go through. Okay, like 1920, when her mother had problems paying the bills at Ashfield House.
Yes, and Archie told him that why she didn't write another book, because maybe she could make a lot of money to help his mother. And Agatha talked about it, but she didn't know what to write about. And one day, when she was having tea, Agatha heard the name Jane Fish, because in the same store there are two persons talking about Jane Fish. But Agatha just heard the name and she thought it was a strange name, but a good start to a story.
Yes, and next to
Mhm.
that, she started to write or to wrote a lot of histories. Yes,
Mhm.
but in one specific moment, her agent told her, why you what didn't you send your histories to another editorial? Yes, and
Yes,
she did it. Yes, and these these books made her to win a lot of money, and the Christies could both or could buy a new house in Sunnydale.
yes. In Sunningdale, um, 13 miles from Londres.
Yes, but next to that, the history took a different way because um, in a moment Agatha disappeared, and the people thought that she disappeared because she was so unhappy,
She was very
and
unhappy. Yes,
she was very unhappy, and her mother died,
her mother died.
and, and she discovered that Archie was in love to another girl called Nancy Neal.
In chapter 6, on morning of Friday, December 3rd, 1926, Archie went to his friends for the weekend, and that night Agatha left her house, left in her car, and didn't return. On Saturday morning, a woman went to stay at the Hydro Hotel, but nobody knew who it was. That that same day, a boy named George found a car by a lake. Inside the car were Agatha's dresses, shoes, and papers. George alerted the police, and the next week there were already hundreds of police and thousands of people searching for her. One day, a hotel employee seemed suspicious of that woman. She told the manager's wife, but they said nothing. But two hotel musicians who always saw her in the living room went to the police to tell them. The police told Agatha's husband, and he went to the Hydro Hotel on Tuesday, December 14. They left the hotel and then went to the train station and went to London. When they arrived, there were many people waiting to see the famous writer. They asked her and her husband many questions, but none of them said anything. Agatha doesn't remember anything from that night. It was always a mystery. And finally, in the chapter 7,
Okay, in the chapter 7, Archie wanted to marry Nancy Neely and asked Agatha for a divorce. And they divorced in April 1928. In this moment, Agatha told her editors that she wanted to change her last name, but they made her realize that it was the name that all her readers knew. After this, Agatha took a vacation in Qatar from where her murder story in the Orient Express emerged. Okay, it was a famous story. And there he also meets Max Mallowan, who was a friend of the Woolies. He liked him immediately, and Agatha liked him. Max asked Agatha to marry him. They were married on September 11, 1930 in Edinburgh, Scotland.
In chapter 8, Agatha went with Max on all his archaeological trips, and that was the happiest moment on her life. In 1946, Agatha received a letter from the British Broadcasting Corporation in London requesting her to write a story for Queen Mary's 80th birthday. The play was called Three Blind Mice.
Yes, in 1971, Queen Elizabeth made Agatha a Lady of the British Empire, a great honor for a woman in Britain. Finally, Agatha Christie died on January 12, 1976, and Agatha Christie was considered one of the best detective story readers. For me, she was a mystery and intelligent woman